Hey there everyone, this is Seb and welcome to another Let's Check, this time with F-1 race for the good old Famicom. This is probably one of the better known Famicom games, only because it's so common on all those famiclones and 99,000 in one cartridges. And on those 99,000 in one cartridge, about 7,322 games are this one. Anyway, let's start on circuit number 1. Skill level 1 is probably all I can do anyway. Well, part of it. I'm pretty terrible at video games, guys, so, you know, don't expect... But what do you expect? Come on, half-blind driver? You don't want that, do you? Ooh, almost crashed right away. But even on my channel I think I played a hack of this game called UFO Racer. And I seem to remember to quite liking that one as well, and I do like this one as well. The original is gotta respect the original, man. It's a cool game. It drives really well, surprisingly well actually. It's because it's pretty smooth. This game was released in 1984. That is very early. Also explains the 2 gears, because, you know, back in the 80s Formula 1 cars only had 2 gears, guys. It's common knowledge, right? So, you know, there's your history lesson on that. But yeah, it's very smooth. At least the road is. Like, aside the roads, there's really little going on. The only sense of speed you're getting is from the signposts zooming by. But still, oh, that's a bit too early. It's enough. And yeah, those gears, they're fun. You know, pressing down goes up a gear, because why not? Makes total sense, right? And pressing up takes you down a gear. And this is where it makes a huge difference compared to many of those Famiclone games and those plug-and-play devices. Because the Famicom, or the NES for that matter, they actually have an awesome D-pad instead of one of those meshy D-pads or those terrible joystick thingies that break apart by basically no force at all. And this way you can make precision steering, because those gears are up and down. On one of those awful joypads, you will occasionally hit that button whenever you turn, and making the game much harder. Now, it's hard enough as it is. It's a, as you can see, it's pretty much a pole position clone, but it's executed very nicely. I like what Nintendo did here. It's very cool. Nintendo actually promoting themselves here and there. And yeah, circuit number 3. Actually not doing too shabby. Haven't crashed yet. And yes, these cars are made out of like papier-mâché and coated with some extra fuel and other flammable objects or substances, because if you sneeze funny, this thing will explode. No, seriously, touch anything and boom, you're done. Which is not the end, but if you go boom twice in the lap, then it's pretty much done, for real. Because you will not have enough time. The time is very stingy. Stingy. Yeah, that's the word, right, Ben? But yeah, it's very hard, and the cars can also be douchebags by changing lanes. I think if you go up in high difficulties, like the skill level 2 and 3, they will do that more often. Just be more annoying. But yeah, I can't even beat the skill level 1. Now, granted, no one, I think, can beat skill level 1, because at the 5th stage, it's basically an infinite stage, because you can't beat it. Crap. I should still be able to salvage this if I don't crash anymore. Which is a big if, of course. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, every 5th stage is like an infinite looping stage, so you can never finish it. All the other stages, 2 laps and you're done. Ooh, circuit number 4. Look at me being all fancy. Another nice touch, I think, are the stage designs, like the... Crap, that was too early. Like, of course the layout changes, but also the environment changes randomly, which is a nice touch. Really, Seb? You know you can't push them off the road, which is, you know, my typical tactic. That's what blind people do, I suppose. But, reminds me of that prank where someone was driving with a cane out of the front window. But yeah, usually I do tend to be a very aggressive driver in video games. But I've got an excuse because I don't have a driver's license, right? Did I actually once tell the story on YouTube here that I have a friend who sees a bit worse than me, and he actually had a driver's license before he went blind, and then he went to extend it. He got in there with his cane and his dog, and so funny. Ah, crap. And they actually gave it to him. They extended his driver's license, so he still has a driver's license even though he can't see shit. Oh man. Bureaucratics, huh? Ah, I didn't make it. Bloody hell, game, do you have to be so cheerful about me losing? Good grief, listen to that. I actually like the cheery sound, but really? For game over? Let's try skill level 3 and go way beyond my comfort zone here. As I understand it, the first skill level also takes you to levels 1 to 5, then skill level 2 takes you to 3 to 7, then skill level 3 goes from 5 to 9. And as I said, every 5th level is unbeatable. So, you know, it's just a score challenge always, which is common in these early games. But no, I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. It's basic, yeah, but come on, guys, 1984. That's really early, you know. Yeah, the guys are definitely being more douchebaggery right now. They're pretty much all changing lanes now, aren't they? Well, that guy isn't. And that guy isn't. And that... Yeah, sure, prove me a liar. Just as I say something. Awesome, guys. Thank you. I love you too. Don't want to crash into one of those pools, because they are very... indestructible too. Unlike the car. Which again is... pretty much nothing, or possibly even less than nothing. Actually, you douchebag, look at that. Really, really, really? Oh my goodness. Ah, just like 2 meters from the finishing line. Anyway, guys, very fun game. Let me know if you've ever played it and what you thought about it. Hope you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time in another video. Until then, take care, bye bye for now. Oh, you know you want to dance now.